Alright, we're Monday morning, 9 a.m. after the big Alberta storm here. So we were -7 overnight here. It's about -1 right now, air temperature. Soil is about the same. But there is some frost. So depending on where you are, it's 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch deep. As long as your seed and your growth was below that, you should be fine. So here was some barley that was just about to emerge. It was about 1/2 inch under, so won't really be able to assess things for damage for a couple days yet, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, here's the first cutworm I found this year so far. This looks to be a glassy cutworm, and this is in canola stubble seeded barley. And he was just barely under the surface trash, which I'm surprised by considering how cold it was this morning here. So the barley in this spot doesn't even look like it's really germinated yet. Still maybe just starting to pop here. But yeah, not nice to be finding them already this year. Alright, I'm in some freshly emerged barley here, and you can see we do have some frost banding on here, so you can see that one is pinched off pretty good there, and this one here is yellow right down to the ground. So I mean, this is the morning of the frost, so really it's too early to get much of an assessment on damage at this time, but the next couple days for sure we'll start to know. Alright, we're Tuesday morning now, and there's more frost banding showing up in barley. You can see on these we got some white, which is going to turn necrotic, and some of them are pinched right off. So those ones, if the crown is alright, they might resprout, they might not. We're setting up some wireworm traps today out by Nobleford. So these are just gonna trap adult beetles, so we'll be able to get an idea of pressure in the field. Have been seeing some wireworms in the seed row in this field, so figured it'd be a good one to check. So we'll follow up on this next week. Alright, we're Wednesday morning now over by Colehurst. We're in some fall rye here at the moment, and you can see we got some pretty good frost damage on the leaves. We've been, -10 Sunday night, -5, -6 at night ever since, so we are starting to see some damage here. But I mean, the growing point in the lower plant is still perfectly fine, so we might lose some leaves, might slow it down a bit, but it'll pull through. Alright, here's one of my favorite things to see in a field when a chemical starts to work. So this was sprayed pre-burn, I'd say 10 days ago now. This was 3/4 of a liter glyphosate plus Corex, and you can see this flicksweed it's going down. It's twisting, it's turning colors, going limp, and she's done. And that's what we want to see. Alright, Thursday morning we're down by McGrath checking some emerged barley here under the snow. It's currently snowing pretty good here. Not as severe banding as what we've seen in other areas, but it is still frosted. Alright, we're back in the barley field that we were last week, where we found high wireworm numbers, and they're still here. Obviously they ain't going to go anywhere, but there is still quite a bit of feeding going on. There's one right inside the kernel. But the barley is emerging, but it's still pretty small, and it's hard to determine what the stand density is going to be at this time. Alright, so we're continuing the trail of wireworms here. And you can see there's one in this seed right here, and there's another one in this seed right here. So they are definitely present and actively feeding in the seed row as the barley is trying to emerge here. Okay, and here we're by Lethbridge looking at some emerged barley, and there is some yellow frost banding you see on here. Not nearly as significant as some that I've seen over the last few days. There's no white, there's no necrosis. This is just yellow. Nothing seems to be pinched off, so should recover relatively fine. And here's my new summer student eagerly digging for wireworms. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Kirsten.
And where are you from?
From Picture Butte, Alberta, and I'm currently going to the University of Saskatchewan for my Bachelor's of Science in Agronomy.
Very good. So Kirsten will be working with me pretty much most of the summer as we go around looking at things, so it'll be a good learning experience for her.